Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Dan. And today, as you can see, I'm still continuing my Disney movie marathon by talking about something Disney related. I'll just get straight to the point. I don't want to make this too long, really. Because I don't feel like it today, I guess you can say, for this video, but I'll give you some idea. There's this one woman making this ridiculous notion against Disney, of course. And yes, this was actually on news and whatnot, because yes, you can use that argument, think of the children, kind of a thing, and whatnot. People always seem to be using this kind of a thing. But I just trying to build up the argument that, how Disney princesses don't have the same color, kind of hair that they do, and how, like, bottom line here is that, self-esteem, low self-esteem, and, Disney should be ashamed of this, and Disney could do that, and how, how children aren't getting enough credit for being smart or whatever. Well, okay, you know what? Not every kid is smart. I hate to break it to you. I'm not saying your kid's specifically stupid. I'm just saying. Yes, there are educational programming like Sesame Street and whatnot, but it's not exactly Disney's job to take care of your kids. They are not your babysitters, like, at all. It's just something thought it was ridiculous, folks, because, yes, these are fairy tale princesses, but again, it just comes off trying to pick at Disney just because it's Disney. If this was some obscure, um, program, nobody would have said anything. So, and how, basically, bottom line here, trying to discuss how Disney needs to have better role models because of princesses, of course. And which, of course, I say they don't. And this is just a ridiculous, of course. And, if you ask me, just let kids be kids, okay? They're gonna watch whatever they want, alright? Kids can watch whatever they want. And Disney can do whatever they want, of course. And, Disney is not trying to make a negative statement on kids or people from other countries and whatnot. They're not trying to make a negative stereotype or anything. They're not saying that you have to look like this. I mean, yes, okay, that is true that Disney princesses have different kind of hair, whether the blonde, brunette, or whatever. So what? That in itself is not an indication against somebody from a particular race, from some group of sexual orientation, or anything. And yeah, it just seems that she's trying to make a whole mess out of nothing. And she admits, yeah, she shot that video off I just showed, but explained that she grew up watching Disney princesses as a child, and that's great. But at the same time, she admitted she also hate her own hair. So she hates her own hair and doesn't want her kids. I'm presuming just her two kids as she showed in the video, in the photo, I guess. But yeah, she doesn't want her kids to have like some sort of self-hate or whatever that might have been. And again, Disney's not responsible for that, like, at all. I mean, yeah, of course it's terrible to have low self-esteem. Of course that's awful. But what I don't get is that how exactly is that Disney's fault? I do not get that. Just making the whole thing out of nothing, out of thin air, really, just to complain. To the first Frozen film, Elsa is obviously a platinum blonde. And one thing a lot of people seem to get confused is that when it comes to blonde hair, there's all shades of color of blonde. It's not all just one shade of blonde. There's the dirty blonde, strawberry blonde, so on and so forth. But in the case for Elsa, it's just platinum blonde. This does not mean the film itself or films like this are trying to say something bad towards anybody else at all. Okay, a lot of people said the character looked very pretty. I mean, okay, that's fine. But that's not an indication that the people behind this film is trying to make her that she's more superior than everybody else just because of her platinum blonde hair. And therefore, I know she's a queen technically and not a princess. I know that, but I'm just saying, this does not mean what they're talking about, like, at all. And another movie is Sleeping Beauty, which I thought was a pretty good movie as a whole. I like that one as well. But the Princess Aurora also has, you guessed it, blonde hair. This again does not indicate that they're trying to make her look like superior to everyone else, but even though it may be taken as that. It's always Disney's. People always trying to attack the Disney princesses over and over again. Yes, I realize I'm a grown man defending princesses. I realize that. I'm aware. I'm aware of what I'm doing here. So don't be thinking I like some sort of self-awareness and whatnot. But I know what I'm doing, okay? But I'm gonna say, so what? I know I'm a grown individual defending a grown guy, a male, defending princesses. So what? And I like these movies. I'm not afraid to admit it. I'll man up by saying I'll admit it. Yes, I like these movies. So what? I own up to it. Is what I'm saying. Whoop de doo. So don't be thinking I'm not. I don't know what I'm doing. Because I do. I'm fully aware. Okay, just saying. Frozen, the first one anyway, gets brought up real quick because we all know it was a massive success. And she said that they told her that, "Mommy, it's a shame that I can't be a princess." Well, I mean, okay, no one's saying that you couldn't. Disney never said that nobody from any country, from anywhere, from any state, from any place, from any island, or whatever, wherever you originate from. Disney never said that you couldn't be one, like, at all. Oh, yeah. Yeah, look, this happened. So you mean to tell me that nobody can do this? Why specifically African American or Jamaican? I'm not, okay, the picture show, I'm not sure where the cosplayer is from. It could either be from Jamaican or African or even Cuba, because people of Cuba can be dark skinned too. But point being, since that's what she's trying to get at and whatnot. So this is my way of trying to counter what she's saying. Just give me a break here. So point being is that people from different countries have different texture of hair. Like people from Japan, China, Korea. You get the point. People from various countries have different type of hair, which is fine. Nobody here is arguing against that, except for the one woman in the video apparently, because she's acting as if that Disney is trying to make a statement of some kind. It's just hair, lady. It's just hair. Disney's not trying to do anything negative. It's not trying to make a negative statement about this or that person over hair. It's just hair, really, lady. Ugh. Yeah, Pocahontas has more of this straight kind of hair that she's speaking of. That comes to mind. But you don't say negative remarks about her. Look at Mulan. She comes off like more of the straight hair like you're talking about. You don't say nothing about that. But of course, you have to be characters that have light skin like this, and trying to make it act as if like Rapunzel is trying to make it as if like she's supposed to be superior than everyone else compared to the other princesses and whatnot. That's not what the movie's trying to say. It sounds like you're trying to add things that's not even there, like, at all. Man, this is just wow. The Aladdin movies. Okay, maybe let's just focus on the first one because the other garbage. I'm going to be honest with you. But look at the first original one. Princess Jasmine didn't exactly have straight hair, really, and whatnot. Her hair texture is different. And let's bring up the Prisoner Frog. I mean, she's technically from New Orleans, I guess, or whatever that was. But I guess she still counts, I suppose. But yeah, she has a bit of a curly hair thing going on, even if it's in a bun. And but yeah, I look at Snow White from Snow White and Seven Dwarfs. Her hair wasn't exactly, super straight, really straight, of course, and whatnot. But it has a different texture from different countries and whatnot. I do like the Evil Queen though. She was pretty cool. I mean, that has nothing to do with anything, but I thought she was cool. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, old Belle from the original Beauty and the Beast. I'm getting just reviewing the original because the other garbage. But yeah, look how she looks. But this debate here is so easily could easily debunk it. Little Mermaid Ariel gets a brief mentioning. and not really giving much context here, other than that, again with the hair. So yeah, I just find this really bizarre, acting as if that the movies, especially the princess movies, are trying to say something negative towards people, and like as if blonde hair princesses count the most because blonde hair is the most beautiful of all of them, as if that Disney is trying to say something bad, and only blonde hair will count. Blonde hair is the most beautiful. Sounds like the lady's projecting her own insecurities onto these movies, which a lot of people had done it before. About Moana, she's pretty cool. Her hair wasn't exactly straight. You don't mention that, like, at all, whatsoever. Oh, but these movies, yeah, I'm considering this princess movies because it's made by Disney and princess are in the title. So as far as I'm concerned, they're princess movies. You can't change my mind. But yeah, you don't talk about this. It seems like you just want to pick and choose what you want to talk about. I guess another one I'll bring up are the Tinkerbell animated films. Before anyone says anything, yes, I know they're not considered as princess movies, but they were originally. Well, the character of Tinkerbell anyway was considered as a princess before, even though not anymore. She's blonde hair. I mean, you could say she was from England or something, but her race was totally irrelevant in the whole thing. Speaking of blondes, Alice in Wonderland, I think she's from the same place, but again, her race was totally irrelevant to the whole story. And that's the thing, folks. At the end of the day, that's all I really care about. A good story. A strong narrative that will have a character go through some sort of journey, maybe some self-discovery, maybe some good old, character development. I just want a good story, okay? A good plot. That's interesting and whatnot. At the end of the day, that's all I want. It's not too much to ask for, really. I just want a good story. Come on. Oh, man. Her hair could be pink, and I wouldn't give a shit. Ugh. Jesus, this is just stupid. I mean, real absurd. And which is discussed in various other videos. So yeah, it's just like it's repeating itself, projecting much. So yeah, okay, what about Merida? Her hair is exactly the same like the others. You know, it's a bit curly, and I don't see anyone giving a whole comment on that. This is what I'm doing with my free time. Really? What am I doing in my life? Ugh. I keep making these videos. It's so stupid. Uh, uh. But yeah, I think it's something I want to do real quick. Because I find it really ridiculous and whatnot, folks. I mean, it sucks to have low self-esteem, like I mentioned before. Of course, it's awful. No, it's not really pleasant, obviously. But anyway, as always, thanks for watching, and take care. Until next time, see ya. Oh yeah, later.